Hi, I'm Katie Hendricks.
And I'm Gay Hendricks, and we wanted to tell you today about one of the most important, biggest things you need to learn in relationship, and that is how to get unstuck when you're feeling stuck.
Yeah, when you're stuck, if you're stuck in your relationship, you're not going to be able to make use of all the great tools that you probably know about. That experience of being stuck really needs to get thawed out before you can move into a flow of harmony again. So we wanted to really focus on 5 of the key things that we've found really help you to get unstuck.
First of all, simply acknowledging I'm stuck is really an important thing, because a lot of times people use food or alcohol or some other kind of stimulation to kind of get out in front of that feeling of hopelessness and despair that goes with being stuck. So an important first step is simply to acknowledge the reality of it. I feel stuck. I don't know how to get out of this stuck place I'm in right now in my relationship.
One of the things we wanted to suggest to you is that you take a moment and just acknowledge what day it is. So today is Monday, and then you let yourself notice that there's a whole body acceptance of today is Monday. And if you can give that same kind of acceptance to being stuck, today is Monday and I feel stuck, that's a great place to start, because it lands you in reality, what's really happening.
Then the next step, after you've grounded yourself in reality and acknowledged that you are stuck, is to get willing to experience a flow of good feeling again. That's the move that opens up the present and the future to you.
So you may not know how to, in fact you probably won't, but your willingness is such a wonderful way to again open flow. So what we want to suggest to you is to actually say inside yourself and out loud, I'm willing to enjoy a flow of good feeling again.
Just feel it in yourself, feel that willingness, and say it to yourself, I'm willing to enjoy the flow of good feeling again.
So then that begins to kind of get things moving in you. So then what we've noticed is that when people are stuck, they're always stuck in their breathing and in their body. So you might be stuck in a blame position, or you might be stuck in being right, or you might be stuck in
hopelessness, or you might be stuck in anxiety and worry. But usually what happens is that many people overlook the thing that's most real, which is their breathing and their movement and their way of being in their body. So after you've taken that willingness now to have a flow of good feeling, show that you mean it by actually changing your body position and changing your breathing a little bit. Take a few breaths.
Particularly to get that flow of undulation, that easy undulation through your spine, so you're gently arching and rounding with your breathing. And then if in the place where you're noticing that you're stuck, just get some gentle movement in there. You might even just change your physical position. If you're sitting, you might stand up. You know, if you are walking around, you might skip or stretch or wiggle a little bit.
If you've been sitting, stand up. Maybe if you've been breathing in your chest, take a full whole body breath or 2, just to get a nice flow of easygoing energy flowing in your body. So notice where in your body you feel contracted. Notice if you're contracted in your shoulders or your belly or your chest. Just consciously get a flow going in those areas.
So specifically on step 4, whenever you're stuck, there's usually a place in your body where you feel most stuck. So if you're feeling hurt, you might feel contracted in your chest. And if you give yourself a moment to notice, where am I experiencing this most in my body? And you let yourself take a moment to exaggerate how you feel contracted, and then let yourself simply expand that place. Just for a moment, it gives your body a better idea.
So sometimes it's a good idea, if your muscles are feeling tight, to tighten them up a little bit more consciously, to kind of take them a little bit further in that direction that they're already going. And then you can let them go and relax. The last step, the 5th step, and possibly the most important step, is to actually express a new commitment. A commitment goes beyond a willingness. And the commitment goes to, I commit to enjoying a flow of good feeling. I commit to enjoying a flow of good feeling.
You might even step into it. You might just designate a place of commitment that you step into and you stand in your new commitment. I commit to enjoying a flow of good feeling again. And then we recommend that you write that down. Write it down on a Post-it or a piece of paper and put it somewhere where you're going to see it for the next few days, so you can remind yourself, oh yes, that's my commitment.
One of the things that you'll find is kind of mix and matching these things we've talked about, all 5 of them, works really well. You don't have to do just one or the other. In fact, doing all 5 of them at the same time, once you get good at it, you can get unstuck in seconds. And here's an important thing to keep in mind. If you're going to grade yourself, don't grade yourself on whether you get stuck in your relationships, because that's going to happen to all of us. So go ahead and just forgive yourself for the process of getting stuck. Now here's the important thing to kind of keep to measure. How long does it take you to get unstuck again? Because that's a good thing. You can kind of measure your progress. Like when we first got together, sometimes it would take us weeks to get out of some stuck thing we got ourselves.
I remember one was 3 weeks and 2 days and 7 hours. We were really stuck.
Yeah, and as we got better at applying these principles, we got down to 3 days and then 3 hours and then 3 minutes. And now it's been many, many years since we've gotten stuck. So it is possible to get more skilled as you go along.
Right, so practice, and love yourself for being willing to learn, because getting stuck is an opportunity to learn something new.
So we're not going to say, here's to never getting stuck again. We're going to say, here's to getting stuck again and getting unstuck quicker every time.